News Channel. Our news bulletin today features the latest breaking news with the following details.
Kim Kong-hang, a researcher from Cambodia's Institute for Peace Cooperation, focuses on foreign policy and education issues. With a Ph.D. from the University of Queensland, Australia, he offers insights into how Chinese investments are shaping and reshaping Cambodia's future. Together with his colleagues at SPAPO, he's observed and studied the sweeping economic, social, and environmental changes these investments have brought. Since 2013, Chinese capital has poured into Cambodia at an average rate of $1 billion annually, making China the country's top foreign investor. Many see this as an opportunity for economic growth, but beneath the surface, Cambodians are grappling with new challenges. For locals like a driver in X city, the impacts are felt directly in their daily lives. He recalled how, in 2018, his rent tripled from $50 to $150 per month, marking a dramatic shift in living costs that has made him and many others feel like outsiders in their own city. Sooner or later, locals won't be able to afford to live here anymore, he warned. This driver's story is just one voice among a growing chorus of concerns that span the country, particularly in areas like Xvin, where the influx of Chinese capital has been most intense. Xvin, a once quiet seaside town, has been transformed almost overnight by Chinese real estate investments. High-rise buildings, casinos, and luxury hotels are now commonplace, and with them, an influx of over 78,000 Chinese residents has fundamentally altered the region. These changes have brought economic opportunities, but they've also strained local resources, creating a distinct division between the Chinese and Cambodian communities. The local population of 150,000 now faces intense pressure on infrastructure and social services, as well as the steady erosion of traditional Cambodian culture. Real estate owners, eager to capitalize on the increased demand, have dramatically raised rental prices. Monthly rents of $5,000 to $7,000 for Chinese tenants are common, in stark contrast to the previous local rates of $500 to $1,000. Although these rentals generate increased tax revenue, meant to benefit public services like schools, hospitals, and roads, many Cambodians feel these changes haven't trickled down to support their communities in meaningful ways. Local scholars and analysts argue that this form of foreign investment often leads to corruption and even legal violations. Government collusion with underground forces has led to manipulated land deals, often at the expense of Cambodian families who have legal documentation for their properties. Between 2003 and 2018, over 20,000 Cambodian families reportedly fell victim to such abuses, displaced by development projects aimed at attracting Chinese investors. Additionally, cybersecurity incidents, allegedly linked to Chinese hacking operations, led Cambodia to expel more than 1,000 Chinese hackers between 2011 and 2017. These issues raise questions about the country's stability and safety, with many fearing that Cambodia has become a base for international criminal activities. Violent crime in Xvin and nearby towns has escalated, with many incidents involving Chinese nationals, and lenient responses by local law enforcement only add to public discontent. Cambodians have voiced concerns over the lack of integration of Chinese immigrants, who appear different from the earlier generations that contributed to Cambodian society. today's wave of immigrants seems less interested in local culture and more focused on creating a self-contained economic sphere that relies almost exclusively on Chinese goods, services, and language. Professor Van N. Chang from Singapore University of Technology observes that this reluctance to integrate fuels anti-Chinese sentiment, similar to what happened during Indonesia's Shadow period. Aside from socio-economic concerns, Chinese investment is also causing significant environmental impacts. The construction of hydroelectric dams, funded by Chinese capital, has disrupted Cambodia's delicate ecosystems. These projects have caused deforestation, loss of biodiversity, and pollution of water resources, affecting not only the environment but also the livelihoods of indigenous communities. In particular, the destruction of habitats has threatened rare animal species, and many locals have reported water contamination linked to nearby dam projects. Such environmental degradation highlights a worrying trend among Chinese investors, who are often perceived as prioritizing profit over the well-being of the communities they impact. While some argue that these projects are essential for economic growth, many Cambodians feel the long-term environmental costs outweigh the short-term benefits. Additionally, Chinese-run casinos, hotels, and other entertainment venues have led to increased concerns about money laundering, with Cambodia even making it onto the Financial Action Task Force's watch list for money laundering in 2019. This, coupled with the Cambodian government's 2019 ban on online gambling, resulted in an exodus of Chinese workers and a sharp decline in business at many of the casinos in Xvin. At least 200,000 Chinese nationals reportedly left Cambodia, and the subsequent closure of these establishments has left a significant economic void in the local economy. Looking ahead, many Cambodian citizens and experts suggest that reform is necessary to mitigate the negative effects of foreign investment and prevent potential social conflicts. Cambodians are calling for Chinese investors to respect Cambodian laws, traditions, and language, seeing these as essential steps toward achieving harmony. They believe that a more collaborative approach, similar to the practices of previous immigrant generations, would allow for peaceful coexistence between locals and newcomers. Today's Chinese immigrants could benefit from learning the Khmer language and adapting to local customs. Enhanced cooperation between Cambodian and Chinese authorities, with improved information sharing, would also play a crucial role in curbing crime and fostering trust between the two communities. At a national level, Cambodia might find it beneficial to balance its economic partnerships by engaging with European and ASEAN countries. A more diverse range of international partnerships could reduce Cambodia's economic reliance on China, opening doors to sustainable investments that align with the nation's social and environmental needs. The situation in Xvin serves as a cautionary tale for both Cambodia and the world, illustrating the potential consequences of rapid, unregulated foreign investment and highlighting the importance of sustainable, community-focused development. As Cambodia continues to grapple with the effects of Chinese investment, one thing remains clear: fostering a balanced approach that respects local culture, society, and the environment is essential to ensuring long-term prosperity for all Cambodians.
What do you think about this issue? Please leave a comment below for everyone to know and discuss. Goodbye and see you again.